Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm going to have a to the point conversation with you about a shift that's so simple, so easy, but once you adopt it, it can really make a difference, especially now at the end of this year and we're going into a new one. And it's just tradition for us to rethink our goals, set new intentions, resolutions, whatever you consider them or name them. This will help you with that momentum and with that desire to really achieve these goals. So we all have that voice that says, I'll start when I have more time. I'll start when I have the money, the setup, the plan. We're just waiting for that perfect scenario. But to tell you the truth, that voice is a lie. Because if you're called, inspired to do something or being guided to make a change or take a chance, there really truly is not a perfect time. And what I want you to know is that you already know enough and you already have enough to begin. You do not need the perfect conditions. You need presence, you need resourcefulness, and a little courage. This episode is about breaking that habit of waiting and learning how to move forward with what's right in front of you. Trust me, you have so much more than you think that you do, and your limitations are far less. When we think of waiting for the right time, what we are truly doing is avoiding discomfort because we crave certainty before we act, but certainty never really comes before action. Think about it. Every big step you've taken in your life, you didn't feel ready for it, but you learned what you needed because you started. Just know when you start, that momentum will kick in. Waiting for readiness is like waiting for motivation to hit before going to the gym. You don't get motivation first. You get it from moving. You just do it. You commit to it, and that adds and increases motivation and desire to continue to do something, and it just becomes clearer and clearer. It's sort of like if you don't know the path, it feels uncomfortable to take a path that you can't see ahead of you, like you're unsure. But once you take that first step, you can see the second step and then the third. One of the biggest lies that keep people stuck is I don't have enough. But most of the time you do. You have a phone, you have internet, you have experience, you have creativity. You just need to use it. Use what you already possess. You have lived certain experiences that are driving you or leading you to pursue something, to start something, to switch into a new career or job or pursue a hobby, whatever it is, you know that it's calling to you. There's a few examples in my life. I'll go with the most recent, this podcast. I started with purchasing a very inexpensive microphone a couple years ago, and it did stay on my desk for a while, but I made sure to keep it visual and not tuck it away because I knew that one day I would use that microphone. And I have to say there was moments that I probably said, not yet, because I want to achieve X, Y, and Z first. And maybe that kept me from starting it sooner. However, I said when it was time to start, I have a microphone, I have a laptop. Is it the top of the line microphone? Is it a top of the line laptop? Do I have a studio? No, I had lots of limitations, lots of things that I could have said, I'm going to wait for X, Y, and Z. But I started because you know what's most important is to start to get my voice out there, to start practicing expressing my ideas and thoughts that I feel can contribute some value to this world and to the listeners. And so I began to record into 2025 this year imperfectly. Another example was starting my own online coaching business. When I left the gym where I was a nutrition coach, I decided to branch off on my own. And I began to think, I don't have all the systems like the gym. I don't have this, I don't have that. But then I said, wait a minute, I have enough. I have the knowledge, I have the experience, I have basic structures that I can implement right now, and I'm going to do it with what I have. And the rest will follow. You don't have to have that perfect plan, that fancy equipment. Just start. That taught me that things just build better along the way. Every time you use what's in your hands, you build the skill and confidence to hold more later. And most people think confidence comes first, but confidence is built by doing the thing badly at first. The first version of anything you do will not look like the finished product, and that's exactly how it should be. You can't skip that messy middle. When you take imperfect action, you create momentum, and momentum is what turns not ready into ready enough. You can start adjusting as you go. When you step into that challenge, you then can truly take ownership over it, and it's really empowering. Think of it like this: you learn more by doing for 1 month than thinking about it for 1 year. Just do. And we've all heard the saying, bloom where you're planted. And that can sound like being stuck where you are, but it truly just means make the most of what's around you right now. Sometimes we want to stay stuck in that kind of like victim. Well, I don't have this and I don't have that, and when this and when that. Just do it. Do what you can with what you have. And I use that consistently throughout my fitness life and my fitness career, because there was times in my life where I'm like, well, I can't go to the gym right now. I have a baby who doesn't like to stay in the gym nursery, or my baby's newborn and I don't want to put the baby in the nursery at the moment. So what can I do? Well, I have a TV. I can put on YouTube videos. I have the pair of dumbbells. I can use my body weight to start getting stronger. I can go take runs and walks with my child. I always ask myself, what can I do in this moment right now with what I have, the time, the resources are available to me? How can I magnify that instead of saying, well, I would go or I would do if I could X, Y, and Z, go to the gym, go over there, have this, car or whatever it is that is stopping you from doing. Like, do what you can with what you have right now. Trust me, things will shift. Life is always moving and progressing. And we also have that innate desire to continue to grow. So we will make sure to expand those opportunities. And as phases come and go, we will continue to grow with it. So bloom where you are planted. Use your current season as the training ground. Your environment, the challenges you're facing, your limitations, they are truly not obstacles. They're opportunities to grow in resourcefulness. Such a valuable characteristic to have in this world, this modern day world where everything comes so easy. When you start saying, what can I do with what I have? It's just that grit skill that we can develop in this modern day world that I think many of us lack, because we can just buy and throw away and get a new one and do this. Just start becoming resourceful with what you have, however limited that may seem. When you learn how to create progress in imperfect conditions, you become unstoppable in ideal ones. So here's your reminder: stop waiting for the right time. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Because once you move, clarity shows up. Once you act, momentum builds. And once you begin, you realize you were ready all along. You already know enough. You already have enough. So begin. Take care, my fellow friends, and I hope this inspired you to start something. Do it. Do it now, imperfectly. Talk to you soon.